15.
Hi, this is Jill from Fabric Garden in Sacramento, California. Thank you for joining us for our Facebook Live. We are live on Facebook every Thursday at 5:15 to show you new things that arrive in the store and just other fun things. So here we are. Up in the description, there is a link to our website where you can see and purchase everything that we show tonight. And so I'm gonna get started. We have been doing, and some of them are hanging behind me in the shop, we have been doing Kim Deal's Simple Whatnots Club and using Kim Deal's line of fabric called Right as Rain. So Right as Rain has been held back off the floor while we have been cutting all the kits for the club. But we finished cutting today, so all the Kim Deal fabrics have headed out onto the floor and up to the website. So beautiful. We are a big fan of Kim Deal here in the store, trying to get you a view of it. Always lots of, she loves this kind of teal color and some beautiful oranges and pinks and blacks and other blues. There's about 36 SKUs in Right as Rain, perfect for all your sewing needs. She's just a favorite of ours. So Right as Rain is now out in the shop and up to the website for you. So the other thing, a great surprise, everything has been running late. But today we opened a box and it was something that wasn't supposed to come until August. So what a surprise. So what came in today is Alexander Henry's new Gasly's line. So this is Gasly travel themed. And I think I'm gonna have to open some of these up for you to really see them because the Gaslys are a larger print in most of it. So I'm gonna hold it up. So it's got airplanes and balloon travel. And let me turn it around. There's just so much. The Gaslys is so much fun. Train station, bicycle, cars, unicycle. The Gaslys, it's just fun. So we have the large print in both a dove gray background and also in a light neutral background. And so as part of the Gasly travel theme, there is a whole set that are suitcases. There we go, suitcases. Turn them this way so you can see them. My right side up, no, I'm upside down. There we go. Suitcases, and this is kind of a plum lavender color. And they always do some trees in their line. So they always do a forest. It's just tradition in the Gasly's line that there is a Gasly forest. And don't ask me what this has to do with travel, but the Gaslys are whimsical and fun. So this is Gasly flowers and bees. I guess you could see flowers and bees in your travel, but it is part of the travel line. So those are the main pieces in the travel line. And then we always purchase some blenders. And these are, they call this Gasly Cluster. These are little small florals that you can mix in that match the colors of the line. So there's 3 different colors. There's one with a black background, one with a deep plum colored background. They look very similar on the camera, but they are different, and one with a blue background. And then you always need, with the Gaslys, you need some good blenders because the pieces are big. And, oh, these are heavy because they're new. We got in some of the Alexander Henry Heath in colors that match. So there we go. Oh, those are heavy. Now, I know it seems a little early to be talking about this, but Halloween fabrics are arriving. And it's not that far. What do we got? June, July, August, September. Really just like 4, maybe 4.5 months of sewing for Halloween. So the Halloween lines are starting to arrive this week. This is a little line from Free Spirit Fabrics called a Spellbound. And a lot of these pieces are glow in the dark. So with the ghosts, not every ghost glows, but maybe there's different glow in the dark ghosts spread throughout the print of the ghosts. Then there's also, these also glow in the dark, some more ghosts. These are a little bit bigger. And then there's some stars and just the light colored stars in this glow. So there's orange, gray, purple, and the white stars are glow in the dark stars. And then there's spiders. And I don't know if you can see, there's a spider web, a light spider web in the background of this, and the spider web glows. So that's, glow in the dark is always fun. The way glow in the dark fabric works is it has to be exposed to light for about 8 to 10 hours to activate what makes it glow. So, and then once it's activated, then it will glow. I have a quilt at home that I did an applique skeleton, and when I get it out every year, the first night when I hang him, he doesn't glow, but by the next night he glows again. So if you store them away, then they have to reactivate. These are bats. This piece does not glow in the dark. So the bats is not, it says it isn't, but when you look at it, it might, but it says it doesn't, so we're gonna believe them. And then it also comes with this really super cute snake print. So, and that one is not a glow in the dark piece either. Randomly tucked in with our Alexander Henry Gasly order was this really cute skeleton, and he's just fun. He'd make a great pillowcase or jammies, or a cute tote bag to carry around too. Okay, so then we got a Halloween line from Blank Quilting. So the one from Free Spirit, very bright, colorful, glow in the dark, whimsical. This one is much more gothic. So we will start out. The colors are more muted, and they are definitely more on the gothic line. So this one has spider webs and spiders and skulls. And there's this really fun one with crows. And you can see the orange is much more muted than the bright orange. I love this spider web one. It's this great stone color. Here's some bats, and it's kind of fun. They're black bats and orange bats, and so it really gives this nice kind of multi-look to it. And I think this is my favorite piece, black roses. So very good. And then it did come with a nice blendery piece to help blend those together. Okay, so that is the fall fabrics that came in. Also tucked into the Alexander Henry order, just randomly, is this bolt with poinsettias and holly. And so I guess this is a hint that Christmas fabrics are going to be arriving. And I do see that when I look at my purchase order book, that Christmas is due to start arriving in the stores very quickly. So Christmas, I love to sew for Christmas. I have too many Christmas quilts, but I don't care, I keep making them. So I know it feels we're headed into the heat of summer. Here in Sacramento, we have been hitting the high 80s into the high 90s this last week. So it feels weird to think about sewing for Christmas, but this is the time to start thinking about it. So Christmas lines will be here shortly. So get your Santa hat on, put a little tree in your sewing room, and get inspired to start working on those Christmas projects. So again, I thought I would show you some things that are out in the store that you might not realize that we have. Now, we're all very familiar with Mary Ellen Best Press that we have always carried since we first opened, but some of you may not be aware that Mary Ellen has released, it's called the Other Best Press. And this is for those of you who like a heavier starch. So the Other Best Press is a stiffer version of the regular Mary Ellen Best Press. And I think this is great for when you're piecing smaller pieces, because the smaller you cut, the more important it is that the fabric is stable for you. The other item that you may not be aware is hanging out on our Notion wall. We all know about Wonder Klips and how great they are. This is another little product. They are called Quilter's Perfect Clip Sticks. Stick clips, okay, I'm backwards. And these are for hanging small quilts on your wall. So they are a clip like a Wonder Clip that squeeze and open, and they're strong, but they're very flat on the back, and they come with those 3M stickers. So you put it up with the 3M product, so there's no holes or damage to your wall. So if you have any small quilts or things that you want to hang without damaging your wall, you can use these, and they're clear, so you could just put them on your wall, stick your quilt in there, and they'll be held tight, and you won't see them too much because they are clear. Okay, so I think I'm going to move to these. A couple months ago, we did a Laura Hine class. Helen Rice is our certified Laura Hine instructor, and we have had so many requests for us to give that class again that we have put Helen back on the schedule. This is going to be Friday, June 24th from 10:30 to around 2:30, and these are collage. So this is a hummingbird collage, and this is a Laura Hine technique. And so what we have done, I think it's behind me in the bin here, we have again cut kits for this because you need lots of variety of fabric for fussy cutting. So we have recut kits for this. The kit includes the pattern and all the fabrics exactly as you would see in our sample. So the class is $55. I think the kit is $78, but that does include the pattern. And if you're familiar with Laura Hine, you'll know her patterns all run between $36 and $48 and even $50 for her patterns. So, you know, more than half the price of the kit is pattern. So that is happening June 24th. And of course, we've cut some extra kits. We can take 8 people into class, but we have cut more kits than that. So if you just want to get a pattern and a kit, you can go ahead and do that. We're going to get ready to start our Easy Living block of the month. We started cutting the kits today, and I grabbed a little bit of fabric. I pieced my background, so I've got my toweling pieced for the center. And this quilt is piecing and applique. We are recommending that if you are trying to decide, do you want to do this, we are recommending fusible applique unless you are an experienced needle turn applique person. I've started prepping my needle turn And the pieces are a little smaller. So if you haven't done a lot of needle turn, you know, some of these pieces are, I don't know if you can see that, that's my little pieces on there, are pretty small with the leaves and things. It's not horribly small. I am going to needle turn mine. It's kind of an addiction, I think. But the quilt will look beautiful fused, and you'll get it done much faster too. Because if you fuse it, you'll be able to finish your block in a few days. If you needle turn it, it will take you all month long to get it done. So, but we have, I think we have 6 spots left in that, and we are going to be getting started within the next week or 2 here. We got the fabric cut today, except for the toweling, and then we've got to get it packaged, and we'll be ready to go. Okay, so we always save a few sale items for last. And first off, we have a fall panel, and we do have it made. When we had the whole line of fabric, we did have a quilt. I'm trying to see, get it so it looks straight. So this has a pheasant. What else is on here? Pumpkins. Let me pull it up higher. It's got a pheasant and pumpkins, and I'll bring it a little closer. With these, it's really beautiful and elegant. And we no longer have the coordinating fabrics, but I mean, a little grunge border around it, and it would be perfect to hang for your fall season. So the panels are normally $9.99, and we have them on sale for $5.99. So that is the Seeds of Gratitude panel. And then for this evening, we have 3 books that are going to be on sale this week. And we kind of got a scrap theme going. So we have Scrap It Up from Doug Lico. And this book has 6 projects that are designed to be made with scraps. And I was looking through this. And too bad I didn't bring it with me, but I've actually made one of the quilts in here. I've actually made this little quilt I'm backwards, right there. And it was really nice. I did it in his composition fabrics, and so it was a lot of fun to make. Sometimes when I'm doing a scrap quilt like this, after I cut all my pieces, I put them in a paper bag and I toss it, and then I just reach in blindly and do my scraps and let the fabrics fall where they may. Except for maybe if I pull out 2 that are the same, I won't sew them together. But it's a fun way to do a scrap quilt. That book is regularly $16, on sale for $12.99. And then this is a pretty new book, actually. It's by Lisa Alexander from Moda, and it is called Sisterhood of Scraps. And there are 12 quilts in here from 7 different Moda designers. And that one is regularly $27.99, on sale for $22.99. And the last one is one of my favorite scrapbooks. This is from Carrie Nelson, who is, and Joanna Figueroa of Fig Tree Quilts. And what they have done is each one of them has made the quilt in their colors and their style. So every quilt, it's the same block, different way it's put together. So there are over 30 quilts and projects starting from scraps. And the book is regularly $27.95, on sale for $22.99. So that is what we have for you this evening. So thank you so much for joining us, and we will see you next Thursday. Thanks.